Started. We're gonna hit this hype bill early because we got some folks that got the internet going crazy right now, as well as just in real life. I've been listening to them talk off camera. I'm over here having a blast, side ear hustling and whatnot. Man, listen, when I tell you, every once in a while, Snoop Dogg posts something that we all just gotta go to. We all gotta tap in and see what's going on. When he posted his video, we was like, oh, they really singing. Then you go to the post on Nape's side and be like, you know what? They actually a real couple. The family that sings and performs together and goes viral together, spirals upwards together. We got Dijon and we got Amaye Love in the building. What's happening live on Reach Radio? And of course, Magic 107.5, 97.5, Real Sound of Atlanta, broadcasting from Media Campus West. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And y'all really together too.
Yeah, for real.
He's okay.
In real life.
Thought y'all was faking it for the internet, but nah, they really married. They really married.
Yeah, she was fussing at me earlier.
Yeah, I was like, oh nah, that's a real relationship. That's not play. So that's what's up, man. No, I got AB, one of our members here, Reach Radio and Media Campus. He hit me up. He was like, you got to see this video. He sent me the video. He was like, they got to come on the show. Come to find out, y'all are around here. Y'all around these parts. So that worked out perfectly.
Yes.
So welcome to the city. Welcome to our little space of the city. And we appreciate y'all pulling up. So let's go ahead and get some backstory, because a lot of people know you guys from the post, right? But they don't know y'all actually do this music stuff too. How the heck did y'all meet? Uh-oh.
You got it.
I done got a story. Exclusive story coming away. Nah.
Sure.
How did y'all meet? Well, I feel like it might have been a studio session or something.
Well, it was in a band.
Close, right?
Okay.
It was close.
Okay.
It was in a band.
Talk to me.
We were just in a band, and I didn't pay attention to him, and he didn't pay attention to me. I wasn't interested in dating anyone. Were you interested in dating anyone?
Not at the time.
Well, he hit a little riff and it got you.
No.
He was like, doo-doo-doo. You was like, I like that one.
This was force by God.
Okay. Those are the best
thing,
things that happen.
Right.
But that's the truth. Yeah. We were in a band, and things would happen, like he would lose his keys, or, you know.
I did that before I see you, player. No, I'm just kidding.
Just wait for it. No, right. Just wait for it.
I wish.
Right.
He would need a foot pedal. And I mean, just things would happen, and we would always be stuck in the same place.
Oh, okay.
And one of my friends at the time was like, why are you always stuck with this person? Like, what's happening? And then we had another gig somewhere, and something else happened, and he looked at me and said, why am I always stuck with you? And I was like, wait a minute.
You gotta tell him the New Year's Eve one. That's the one that where we really realize
New Year's.
Yeah, or your birthday, right?
Okay.
Right.
Talk to me.
So around my birthday, when we realized that we were in the same place, I'm like, I don't need to hang out with you. It's my birthday. I'm going out with my girls, whatever, right? So I'm going, and for most holidays, we're always working as musicians, you know, because we're celebrating everyone else's events.
Stuff, right.
Weddings,
so we're usually
anniversaries.
A lot of those things happen
Year's,
during holidays.
New Year's, you know, Christmas parties, whatever. So 2021, I was like, I'm not working on my birthday. So it's the day before my birthday. My birthday is 12/12.
Okay.
12/11, I'm getting my hair done. I get a phone call. Do you want to sing at a wedding? No, it's too much work. It's my birthday. I'm not doing it.
Right.
It's going to be on VH1. Well,
I can pull up.
Now I have to, okay?
Right.
So this is also during quarantine, so we have to get COVID tests. So I go home, get my clothes, go to the place where they send me the event for the COVID test, and he shows up.
Right,
and I'm like, what are you doing here? Right. And he's like,
I'm here to play.
My friend called, sax player called me for a gig, so here we are. So we're getting our COVID test. We get a phone call that says parking is terrible. Bring as little cars as possible. Right. So this is important. That's why I said this. So I get in his car because he has his stuff, boards, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he carries. I don't know. Right. Looks like a body bag. I don't really know what's in there. I don't really know what's in there. So, so we go to the location, we play. Production's taking a long time. You know how it is.
Yeah,
they're like it's taking a long time. Everyone's eating next door. So we're all dressed up because this is for someone's wedding reception, although it's on VH1.
Gotcha.
We go to next door. We go to where eating next door is. We don't know where this is, and it's Two Urban Licks, which is one of my favorite restaurants in Atlanta. So here we are, dressed up, sitting at the bar together, bringing in my birthday, right?
I love it.
So when that happens, we're like, okay. So New Year's Eve comes, and I say, I know what we're going to do. I'm not going to play, and you're going to play, which means we have to be in different places.
Yeah.
So the day... He's laughing. You know
so
what that means?
So you've been fighting this. Yeah, you fighting it. You fighting it. God, like, nah, I got something for that. He funny.
New Year's Eve comes. One of my friends, a drummer, calls and says, I need a keyboard player for tomorrow. In Atlanta, a keyboard player for tomorrow.
Man, good luck with that.
Who are you talking to?
In Atlanta.
What are you talking about?
On New Year's.
Right, on New Year's.
Right, so I called my network of keyboard players. No one's available.
Except...
He's not. No, he's not available.
Okay.
That would be too easy.
Yeah, too easy.
He had a gig somewhere, except they couldn't pay him for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay.
Like
no,
where?
he's not available.
Exactly.
Right.
Like
so
where?
that opportunity rendered me available again. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
'Cause I'm like, I won't have to do this one and then have to wait almost a month to get paid for it. I can just do that one.
So I'm like, I'll send you his information because he's looking for one. Cool. So I give him the information. My friend, the drummer, sends him the deposit, so he's hired. Everything's done. Right.
Now y'all bringing the New Year's together and your birthday.
No, I'm not there.
I'm following.
I'm not there. I'm trying to make plans because I'm not working.
You're not working.
She just got the gig.
Yeah, I'm hooking him up with the gig. I wasn't singing.
She's supposed to be moving.
And I'm serious about this.
Right.
He calls me and says, I have bad news. What? My car won't start. What do you mean? You have a Chevy. Right. Chevys start when they don't start.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
So his car won't start. And in Atlanta, when you're a musician, all you have is your word.
Right.
So I hired this guy who already got a deposit for a gig, so he has to make it.
Now it's on you.
And I'm the only person, the only dummy available on New Year's Eve with nothing to do because I wasn't going to work.
So it ain't no Uber. Don't exist at this time. Keep going. I'm just playing.
That's another thing. I'm kind of an old lady. I just started using Uber.
I think what it was, the gig was like somewhere in LaGrange.
Yeah, ain't no Uber.
Yeah, it was like a trip.
Out there.
So
and then you need a truck for his boards.
Right.
Because he's an 88 key.
Yeah, he got a real equipment.
Well, I was gonna just put my back seat down, with my car, but she had a truck.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really because of the truck. The car broke down.
Hey, listen,
and man, Uber-wise, I mean, to go to LaGrange.
Now, listen, if you call Uber, you're not here today. Let's just talk about this. Right.
So there we were bringing in New Year's together again, unplanned.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then...
She said, yeah.
And then February 14th that year, what was that, 2022, we officially started dating.
That's what's up. So it took you 57 times of impromptu having to be together to be like, you know what, let's start dating on Valentine's Day. Hit the hype bell for that. I'm finally saying, you be like, God, give me a sign. He gave you like 40.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't the end of the signs. If you need signs,
the signs really just started
dating.
Okay.
That's when the signs really started up. Once
when
we
y'all started dating.
When we started dating, we would find rings, like actual jewelry rings, not like stuff that looks like circles.
Yeah, actual rings.
Yeah,
the first one. Yeah,
I found the first one. We were walking into a store, and I actually thought she dropped one of her rings.
Gotcha.
Only reason because the ring was sitting right at her feet.
Oh, okay.
Literally. So I'm like,
that's crazy.
You either drop that or something.
Try to see if you steal.
Right. And not me. I'm like, what? Yeah. What?
Right.
I mean, you turn around and your boyfriend's like.
Yeah, and he down on probably.
No, he wasn't
he down on one knee. Like, did you drop this?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, he was kind of lowered.
Weird.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Right.
But when she said, "Nah, this wasn't my ring," I immediately
tossed it. Like,
because I realized I just took some random.
We just had to.
Exactly.
I don't know whose ring this is.
So that was the first one. Then it just kept happening after that.
Y'all just keep finding rings. So what are y'all, Sonic and Tails? This is crazy.
The fifth one.
Yeah, the fifth ring.
There were 7 total.
That's crazy. That's a number. That's a whole godly number.
7 total.
Okay.
The fifth
I wish
one,
this stuff wasn't true, man.
The fifth one is actually his wedding ring that we use.
Wow.
I was in I was going to get my son. My parents live in Jacksonville, so when I go to pick up my son, we kind of just meet halfway and come back. So I was, I have a Tesla, so we stopped at I stopped at the charging station, and I'm going to the restroom in this gas station, and I hear, because God talks to me all the time, I hear, nope, use the bathroom in Wendy's. So I'm like, okay. So I walk out the gas station.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I walk out the gas station, and I'm walking past the Tesla chargers, and I see something shining, and I'm from Baltimore City, which is the hood.
I'm from Jersey. I get it.
Okay, so you know those bottle caps that get smashed in the ground, and there's silver rings all over the parking lots in the hood, right?
Exactly.
So when I saw something shining, I was like, I'm from the city. I know what that is. But I walked over, and I saw a ring, and it's a male diamond wedding ring. It has
this is the fifth ring,
6 diamonds across the top. Like, we went to get it appraised. It's like a white gold male wedding ring.
Right.
And when we told them our story at Zales, when he was getting my ring sized or whatever, we told them what happened. And they were like, well, our wedding gift to you is that this is supposed to be your ring. So they sized it and engraved it and did that for us.
That's dope.
But,
that's what's up.
I mean.
That's what's up. This is amazing right here. These are some dope stories. So when's the book and Hallmark movie coming out? I feel like the deal is on the way.
Everyone's asking us if we're going to write a book.
That's what's up. So then fast forward to all this stuff. You guys get married. What was this, 5 days ago?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
Well, he just proposed Mother's Day this year. So May 14th.
Yeah.
This past May
is when I proposed.
There ain't no point in wasting no time. You see 7 rings, all these instances we all together.
That was over the course of like 15 months.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all did all the hard work.
Rings, right.
Right. That's what's up, man. So congratulations to y'all on that.
Appreciate
so y'all are out in Mexico, and you're not supposed to be working again. We see this as a common theme. Right? This is a common theme.
Common theme of trying to balance work and not working.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all supposed to be relaxing, cooling. But you got to live in your talents and live in your gifts, right? Yes. So you see a piano.
So I see a piano, and I say to myself, man, look at that piano.
She's going to kill me, but look at it.
I mean, it happens the same way every time. Like, it's happened to us once or twice before where I just couldn't resist the way it just was a piano just sitting right there. Like, look at it. It's like...
It's just glistening.
It say don't touch, but they don't really mean don't touch.
Right,
like,
I'm one of those around it.
Yeah, I'm one of those people, like, when they say don't touch, they mean...
Don't
the
break
average
it.
The average person may not play.
Yeah.
Right. So I get on, I start playing, and people were still walking around.
Right. They probably think you part of the situation.
Everything was just normal. When she started singing, that's when the whole room froze. Everything stopped. I told her this. I said I had the best seat in the room.
Yeah.
From that piano, I can see everybody just freezing and just listening. So it was dope.
So at what point did you know you needed to sing?
So I have the first 19 seconds of that video. Because we were talking with the guy that worked at the resort. We were talking to him about him being a producer and that he plays and who he's worked with. Yeah. And, you know, his talents, really.
Right.
So eventually they mentioned he was like, oh, we might pass the piano. So when we did, I thought he was going up to play like he does. And I pulled out my phone to record.
Yeah.
So I pull out my phone and this is the part that I have. So I pull out my phone to record, and he starts playing the beginning of Whitney Houston, and I'm like,
oh, this is my song.
I'm like, why are we playing Whitney Houston? I thought you were playing.
You can actually hear us saying, what are you doing?
I'm like, and I say that in the video. I'm like, what I can, send it to you. I'm like, what are you doing? I thought you were playing. I was like, oh, you're just going to make me sing, huh?
Yeah. And I'm looking at her like this.
He knows if he plays that, you got to sing. He knew what he was doing. Shout out my boy over there, D-John. I see you.
He makes this face like, and you better sing too.
Right.
Like you better open your mouth.
Right.
So right before the first verse starts, I just cut off my camera, and that's all I have. And I didn't know the guy was recording.
Yeah.
So, it's just a hotel lobby.
Right.
He's playing. It's our honeymoon. I'm like, whatever. No one's ever going to get this because, when you can perform and you can just be free and just do what we do at home or whatever.
Right.
Whenever we're playing together, I wasn't thinking that someone might get this and maybe they'll tag me or maybe.
I didn't think nobody was recording.
It was the natural things that happen. You weren't fishing for a viral moment. You were just being yourself, and I think that's when they really happen. When you're just being genuine and living inside whatever you do.
It was
killed that.
For sure.
That's what's
Appreciate
up. That was real good. Real good. My boy, I'm glad you found the piano, my guy.
Right.
And made the face. Hey,
and you better.
You better get over here. Nah, man, I love that. I really like the backstory, the whole thing, but then leading up to that one moment where you like, I was just talking about what he does. He was probably bragging about you on the second side. And I think that's the dopest part about it, the genuineness of the relationship and how you guys like really rock with each other. You know what I'm saying? I think you need that for that longevity type thing, man. So, and dating musicians is hard if you're not a musician that don't understand it. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
So that's what's up. So tell me about like a little bit of backstory, because y'all got probably worked or been in the studio or done things with some of everybody, especially here in the A. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you start.
I want them to hear yours.
No. Yes, let me go first because I don't want to follow yours.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was signed to Jazzy Faye.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Okay. And yeah, right. That's my homie. Shout out all the Show Enough camp. I love them. Vaughn, everybody. Mm-hmm. And I have really bad stage fright.
Really?
Yes.
I can't believe that.
When I was 5 years old, I had a dream that I was singing on a stage and my name was behind me in lights, and I couldn't see the end of the crowd. And I remember waking up and I was like, God, you got the wrong one because I'm not doing that. You can't get me to do that. And I didn't sing in front of anyone.
Wow.
No one really in Baltimore City knew that I was a singer. I'm a dancer. So I'm a trained dancer, and I've never had a voice lesson.
Okay.
So I started singing in college after I hurt my knee because I don't know, I still guess I needed to be on stage.
Right.
And I won a competition and did a song with Trey Songz. So we have a couple songs together.
Okay.
And that was when I moved to Atlanta. So I have a song with the Yin Yang Twins and, you know, like a couple people around. And then I had kids and I got married and wanted to be a mom. That's what I wanted to be in life. Right. And then, you know, I got a divorce and life falls apart.
Right. And then you hit the reset button and regroup.
And I was breaking down in my bathroom and God was like, you know, you have to sing right because you have a gift. And I gave you a gift and that's what you have to do.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, well, I will. I'll sing because life can't be hard forever. Right. And I ran into this guy. In June
47 times.
Right, exactly. After running intentionally.
So you decided to get back into your gifts and then you get landed a present.
Yes.
So tell me about your situations, my guy, because you deep in the game.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of, sort of. You know, I'm one of those, I'm a musician first who happens to produce. So I've made more ground just being your in-city musician because I love the music first. And one of the mistakes I made early is not really like chasing the dream of being big. I didn't really care about that. Yeah. Matter of fact, I mentored a lot of people that went on to just go crazy. I don't know if I want to name drop, but you know, that was always more important to me. And even with the some of the artists I work with locally now, it's like I'm more of a developer than anything else. Yeah.
That's what happens when you understand music, though. You become that. Like you start because it's not that you don't produce as well as you can play. It's that the part that all producers can't play music, but mostly everybody that plays can produce. Right. So you could get in here, get in there, work the equipment too, and still create too. So and then understand sonically what things should sound like. Right. So that's definitely dope. And then y'all come together and make this power stuff. So when does the joint album drop? That's what I want to know.
Guess we have to make one now.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Like earlier in our relationship, I would always tell her because it's a lot to our relationship that's really spiritual, like, and that's hard to always describe. But a lot of the things we meet on the mind with, and that launches us forward, be like spiritual in nature. Like we'll just look at each other, just know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Things like that. So one of the things that we were saying earlier is like, man, I think you really need a single. That was like a theme with me. You're a single away from just being out of here. Right. Like I've mentored shout out to Ayo, the producer. When he was young, I would tell him certain things. Like, you just do this, bro, and you gone.
It's over
like
with.
Today, he's one of the biggest producers in the country, you know? And it was always my mindset somehow to see what was needed, you know, not necessarily to be the one in the lights, you know, doing it myself. So it's like full circle for God to do that for me, where on my honeymoon, my wife gets to shine.
That's what's up.
In a certain way. So
that's dope. Let me hit the hype bell for that, man. That's absolutely fantastic, man. I'm just hearing this story. I swear this sounds like something that should be on the big screen right now. So
everyone keeps saying we need a movie.
Y'all do. I hope somebody's listening that's gonna green like this thing right here. And if you don't do it yourself,
she's a lot of energy, bro. Somebody would be hitting the gold, bro. She's all gold, bro. So entertain.
But I mean, it seems like y'all got a great mix.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
more
you more
chill.
He sleep all day.
back. Right, right. But still got talent and push through and drive, and then she more the outgoing and energetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's a great thing to have, man. For those tuning in on the radio side, we kicking it with the power couple right here. You know what I mean? That set the internet on fire, but it's about to set the mainstream on fire because I could just feel it coming. You know what I'm saying? I can see what y'all doing.
And big shout out to big homie Snoop Dogg, man. I
Yeah.
thought that was dope. That's where y'all heard that from. I actually have a record with him on his Bible of Love.
That's crazy.
CD.
That's dope.
And shout out to my boy T Black and the rest of the crew who was on that project. He's the one that actually got me on that project.
Dope.
So shout out T Black. But Snoop, we got that one song on that Bible, and went #1 as an album and gospel. So it seemed like a mini full circle moment for me to hear that. You guys seen it from Snoop. So that's dope.
I think it was on the stories, and we caught it. My guy caught it and was like, "Oh, this is dope." And then he went and saw the actual post. And was
I
like,
need a
this thing went
screenshot of
crazy.
that. I did not know that he
know
posted
if he
it on
had,
his
but
story.
yeah.
Snoop Dogg heard me sing. Oh my God! Why is everyone telling me this while I'm live on the radio?
Right.
I mean, we had seen like the world stars,
Yeah.
Hollywood on Block.
Everybody.
Yeah,
So it shouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah.
That's like this year. So yeah, y'all are really, really making it happen. How does that feel when you wake up and see this thing going crazy? Like your phone's just going off. Now you got people hitting you up.
I don't think we realized it was happening until 3 days after we knew it was happening. I think we knew it was going viral for 3 days, and on the 4th day, we looked at each other and was like,
And like,
"Oh my
holy-
God!"
You know what? Yeah.
So what is the aftermath of that? Because you are musicians, like you do have bands, you do travel, you do perform. Does the price go up? Did the demand? Did they start hitting y'all like, can y'all perform here? Can y'all do that? How does that look for y'all?
Let's be clear. He's a full-time musician, and I'm a data analyst. Like, I
Not
work.
anymore, but keep
Well,
going.
no. Hey, are you listening, God,
Right,
to
not
what everyone
anymore.
else
It don't
is
sound
saying?
like it
Because
anymore.
everybody else
Yes,
feels
she's
like I
right.
need to be a singer, God.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's great, and I think the price definitely. I mean, it humbly goes up,
I feel you.
because
No,
it's
no,
like
and I feel
it's
you
only
on that.
24 hours in a day,
Right,
and
right.
if you can only be at these 5 places in
Gotta
these
make
5
sense.
days, you got to maximize. And if 5 people want you there on that same day,
Yeah. We
but
gotta
it's not
make it
all
make
about some things. You got, you balance it out.
But you a real one, so I know you know how to, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
finagle that and shake that situation the correct way. Not
Yes.
finagle it, but
sure.
make it
Yes.
work
Yes,
the
yes,
best
yes.
way possible. So I can imagine more people who get abreast of your talent. They get, to get to see y'all's talent, and they might be like, hey, I need y'all in on this session. They probably hitting you up more just based on that alone. That's the power of social media. That's what I love. You know what I mean? Now, go ahead, because you sound like you about to say something.
I was gonna say we have a lot of calls and invites for weddings. I think they're my favorite things. Are
That's
people that
dope.
are like, we're getting married and we want you there.
That's
I
awesome.
think they're my favorite things.
There we go, man. So
We-
now you got to do it full time.
We have some other exciting, a bunch of exciting
Yeah,
things.
a whole bunch
Okay.
of stuff.
Okay, let's talk about it. Anything we can mention?
I think so.
Let's talk
You
about
don't
it.
think so?
Go for it. I mean,
Am I gonna get in trouble? Oh gosh. No one gave me a course in any of this. Let me say that first.
Y'all are doing great.
So they should have told me. They should
I
have
think
told
we
me
could
what not to
generalize.
say first.
We could generalize certain things and be safe.
Right,
I
right.
think there's a,
Well, then you generalize them
Happy
because I don't know
medium.
how to be safe.
Well, I know she's gotten some calls from Broadway in general. Broadway's a large street on
Yeah,
New York that
it's
has
a lot-
a
it's
lot
a
of
lot of theaters
playhouses
over
and a
there.
whole lot of
Yeah,
things
a lot
going
of things could happen.
Right. Okay. So we'll leave that there. Major networks, TV networks, major TV shows, major reality TV situations, new reality pilot situations. But you don't want to spoil it or give it away
Right.
while the talking part is going on.
That's what I love about social media the most. Because you can take a genuine moment and it can shine a light on the people that need to have it shined on. And
Yeah.
now, the people chose y'all. You know what I mean? So now let's go ahead and give them y'all all the way out. You know what I mean? So that's what I really like. And then coming from the background that you have of having a record deal and knowing how that could be, and sometimes how frustrating that could be when you have talent, but the higher ups or the gatekeepers don't all the way open the door. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Now you don't really have to wait if you had a talent. You could put it out there, and the people have
true.
said, "We want y'all."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love that, man. Let me hit the hype bell for that. So that's what's up. All right, man. Let me know. I'm not gonna say where people can follow y'all at because they're doing that already. How was it for you though? Because I heard y'all's conversation off camera. You you post every 3 months, so
Right.
every 6 months. So how is it for you? I know the demand is up. Like you got to post now.
Yeah. It's like I moved up to where where it started at. She was at around 5,000-6,000 on IG, and that's where I went from nothing practically. So now I got almost 6,000. I got the, it's like fresh,
right?
So,
and it's all real for people who love what you're doing. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, so it's a lot of activity coming through that I'm not used to. But now she's up to upwards of 25,000, and then 100,000 on TikTok.
Right. So, I love TikTok. Right.
Yeah, so she's going crazy, and I'm like, what, babe? What I do next?
Right.
They bothering me. They saying stuff. What do I do?
The first time he came in, he went to the grocery store. He came home and he was like. And I was like, what's wrong with you? He was like, it won't stop dinging. And he threw it on the couch.
You got to turn them notifications down,
yeah, it's going ding.
He was like, ding. It won't stop dinging.
Yeah. And they ain't doing nothing but showing love.
Yeah,
Shout out to the people, as a matter of fact.
Shout out to the people.
It ain't nothing but all they doing is showing love. It's just me being like,
he gets one ding every 6 months.
Right. Because he only posts once.
Right. That's what I was used to.
He posts semi-annually. You know what I'm saying? I love that, man. I love the love that y'all showcase, man. We gonna play a quick game if y'all don't mind. It's called the Fast Four. Y'all can answer these questions however y'all want. You can answer them in tandem or separate. All right.
Nice.
Oh gosh.
Nah, it ain't nothing crazy. I don't catch people. I don't do clickbait interviews. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all good, man. And shout out to y'all in your all white. Now whose idea was that? I heard the conversation. That was yours. So she gonna make y'all dress as a couple too.
She want us to rock all white for like
at least a month.
Yeah, like the newlywed portion of which like the first month, just to like be like, okay, we just got married.
That mean this gonna last. This match gonna last. All right, so most memorable studio session. That's the first question. What's your most memorable studio session that you could think of?
It's too many to name, but the one that came to mind first to make it fair. Shout out to Rico Love.
Okay.
I remember how the way he constructed the joint, like he started with nothing, and I was like, "Where's this going?" And by the time we was done, I was like, "Man, this dude a genius, man." So just watching his process, that was one of the most memorable.
Definitely, man.
And I was engineering at the time, so shout out to Rico.
That's dope. What about you?
Mine was with Trey Songz because I was there with my manager at the time, who didn't know that I could write.
Oh, okay.
There was I had writers at my sessions, so we walked in and we were there with Troy Taylor, and we remade "Let's Chill" by Johnny Gill.
Yeah,
it's all over the internet. But when it got leaked as Trey Songz featuring A. Marie.
Oh,
so
wow.
a lot of people think that that's A. Marie, but it's so. Anyway,
memories.
Anyway, right. Anyway, so he played Trey's first verse that was already written and laid down, and they played my spot, and he was like, "All right, I'll be back." And he went upstairs to the kitchen to do whatever. And my manager was like, "Oh my God, what are we going to do? We finally got here and you have a song and we don't have a writer. And what are we?" And I'm like, chill.
All right.
And somehow the easiest way for me to write is completely silently. Like I don't sing out loud and I don't practice and I don't scribble. Like
that's crazy.
I kind of sit there silently and get it all together in my head. And then I write it out. And about 45 minutes later, I was like, okay, I'm ready. And he was like, "You're ready with what?" And I was like, "I wrote." He was like, "You wrote something? What do you mean?" So I wrote the second verse. And
that's dope. Let me hit the hype bell for that. It's a lot of artists like that. Like I'm like that. I used to write for some people I'm not gonna name, but I like that. Like I just sitting there quiet and just
yeah. And when other people are singing melodies, I'm like,
yeah, chill, because you throwing me off. I feel you on that. That's dope. All right, second one. One thing that you each love about each other.
Who goes first?
You.
Ladies first. Nope. Ladies first. Go ahead.
What do I love about him?
His
it's a lot.
Was ready already.
So much. I like the way he speaks.
What you mean? Like the tone, the cadence, the what?
I like his intention and his speaking in general.
I love that. That's what's up.
Whether it's like,
give me that Skittles. I want some cereal.
Whether it's hand me a beer or we're gonna make $1 million and he actually makes it happen. Whichever.
That's what's up. It's definitely what's up.
That's my favorite thing.
That's when she knew he was
he
the
can
one.
speak life. I think that's my favorite thing.
That's what's up.
I got the same favorite thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, but not, when she said speaking life, she's lively, man. Yeah. She's real lively. And as such, she give me life. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'm going to get there, Yeah. But she's like, yeah. So it gives a positive spin on, it gives a, to everything. She does it with everything. She makes this stuff happen, bro. Don't let her fool you. She makes it happen with that energy, man. It's like magnetic.
Right. Really. I mean, you said you got a Tesla, so you got the car, but you got to put the charge to it. That's a perfect combo. You know what I'm saying? You need both. Question 3: dream collab. So this is the collab situation. It's y'all two in the studio. You get one vocalist, one hip hop artist, and one co-producer. Who we got to come?
Little Kim. I'm kidding. Little Kim is my favorite rapper in the whole world.
So
oh my
Lil'
God.
Kim gonna be there. So now you got a vocalist and
Okay. Let me see.
That's funny.
That's fire.
Literally my hero.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's hard.
It's hard. Well, you got to get these together because now these opportunities is about to come.
Because it's like, do you go legends or do you go like,
right?
I want to sing with them.
Right. I mean, you got Lil' Kim, so you got a legend, so you can pick whoever you want else. It's already gonna be fire because y'all on there.
What were the options?
So
hip hop. What was it?
Hip hop. So that's done.
Hip hop.
You got another vocalist. Right?
A vocalist
and a producer, a co-producer.
Babyface.
Okay.
So I can sing.
That's ballpark.
Bow.
And
you can put anybody can come in there now.
Right.
And a vocalist. Lucky Day.
Okay. There we go. That's a fire collab right there. Right.
I'm having a hard time matching that. That was nice. That was nice.
That's what's up.
Well, I'm a producer, so I'm gonna go singer and rapper first.
Okay.
Right now, I think I want a shot. I would love a shot with like Ari Lennox. I would.
Okay.
Because I'm an R&B head.
Right.
You know, so I think I
would be good.
Yeah, I think that would be dope.
Yeah.
Rapper.
Oh, I can't tell him his answer.
It would have to be Lotto.
There you go.
It would have, man. Lotto's so fire.
I didn't give you that though, did I? Or did I take it from your head? I didn't make you say that, right?
You already know.
Okay,
She already know I say that.
Yeah.
You know, what I like about Big Lotto is because too many lookers out here.
Yeah.
Then when they start saying something, it's like
it's the same. And it's
I want to respect you just on your bars. Like if I just ain't even see no.
I'll say this about Lotto. I've seen her from about 8 or 9 years old till now. Literally coming up and seeing her perform in schools and all this stuff, and I'm hosting at these events and stuff like that. So I've seen her.
So she's always had that little extra.
Yeah, she always been a lyricist, but then she grew up. So sometimes it's weird when I hear some of the stuff she says, but I'm like, I saw the come up. You know what I'm saying? It's real dope. So shout out to Lotto. So yeah, you got a lot up. So then obviously he said Ari Lennox because you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna collab. So that's cool. I get you. So what co-producer you think bringing in?
I had to go with my bro Ayo.
Okay.
We've done. I can't even say that. But because we've done music already together, but I mean coming back full circle wise, like he brought me on to one of those intros with one of his artists that he was working with, a guy LA I believe. Okay, that was a couple years ago. So shout out for that. Yeah. But just full circle wise,
I feel you.
You know, because when he was a youngin, you know, I think we should come back on this side. Right. I think it would be special.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So like next question, last question on this. If anybody in the world could have walked through that lobby when y'all was having that moment, who would you wanted it to be?
That's a good one.
Dead or alive?
Anybody. It's
Whitney Houston.
There we go. Right. Yeah, that would have been super hard. I feel like she would have started singing with you.
I'd have stopped. She wouldn't have had a chance to sing with me. I'd have stopped.
That'd have been magic. For me, I guess I would say somebody like a Quincy Jones. Somebody who you just feel like, and I don't want to get emotional, like somebody who is the reason for a lot of stuff.
Right.
So you could feel, but to be honest, I didn't know that that's what that was. It's like the moment that it was, I know
the
now.
moment.
But if I'd have known then what I know now, I would wish someone like a Quincy would have been coming through.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a person like him could see us younger ones and be like, I did something right.
I did what I did, and now y'all can do this. Right. So I feel you on that. Let me hit the hype bell for that. And who knows, he probably saw it on Instagram. So it's all good because folks be tapped in, man. I appreciate y'all coming to rock with us.
For sure.
Keep doing it. Y'all are going to go to the moon and back. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just wish y'all the best. We all wish y'all the best. Thank y'all for tapping tapping in. Thank you for everybody on the chat. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all y'all's questions, but shout out to Latanya, Terrence, everybody that was in the live chat on Facebook checking this out. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all. We're going to get back to this mix and this music. When they drop that single, we need it right here on Magic. There we go. Y'all heard it, right?
Yes.
All right, so we needed that Magic. We need our Reach Radio, and of course, we're going to be supporting live from Media Campus West. All right, y'all, we up out of here, and if you want them at y'all's wedding, y'all better hit them up now because their price finna go up. Hey, tell them where to find you guys at on social media.
IG, it's Amaye Love. That's AMAYE LOVE. And on TikTok, it's Amaye Love Music. AMAYE LOVE Music. MUSIC.
The semi-annual posting.
Right.
And you can find me whenever you want to.
He's gonna get better.
At Mr. DJ, MISTA dot. It's important. MISTA dot DEEJAY. That's on IG and TikTok.
There we go. Love it. All right, y'all. We up out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in tomorrow. I got Lil Kiki, Texas, Houston legend coming through. We're going to be chopping it up with him and talking about all the good stuff and dope stuff he got going on. All right. It's all love right here from Media Campus West. Reese, and I'm out.